Welcome to Fluent with AI, where real conversations are combined with intelligent English practice. Let's speak better and smarter with AI.
Hey folks, welcome to Fluent with AI, the podcast where English meets storytelling, humor meets hustle. I'm Nancy, your friendly English coach from the future. Today's story is all about the Great International Rental Adventure, a comedy. Of Eris Chapter 1, The Viewing Nightmare meets Sarah, a bright-eyed international student who thought finding an apartment abroad would be as easy as ordering pizza online. Boy, was she wrong. Scene 1. The cozy studio Sarah arrives at her first apartment viewing in London. The landlord, Mr. Pembridge, greets her with a theatrical flourish. Welcome to this magnificent studio apartment, he announces, opening the door to what appears to be a converted broom closet. Sarah squints into the darkness. Where's the window? Natural lighting is overrated. Think of it as atmospheric. Sarah pulls out her phone flashlight and discovers she can touch both walls while standing in the center. Is this even legal? Perfectly legal. In Britain, we call this efficient use of space. In Japan, they call it luxury. Lesson alert. Contract red flags. If the landlord avoids showing you the lease, speaks only in vague terms about flexible arrangements, or the rent seems too good to be true, run. Chapter 2, The Scam Olympics. Scene 2, The Phantom Apartment. Sarah finds her dream apartment online, spacious, cheap, and perfectly located. She video calls the landlord, Roberto, who has a suspiciously blurry background. The apartment, she's so beautiful. Roberto says in a thick accent that seems to change countries mid-sentence. But I am currently in Nigeria for business. Just send the deposit via wire transfer. Sarah's friend Emma rolls her eyes. Sarah, his luxury London flat has palm trees visible through the window. And is that a parrot? Roberto quickly covers his camera. Very exotic London birds these days. Climate change, lesson alert. Never send money before seeing the actual property and meeting the real landlord in person. If they're traveling or sick or attending their grandmother's cousin's wedding, it's probably a scam. Chapter 3, The Utility Circus. Scene 3, The Great Power Struggle. After finally finding a legitimate apartment in Germany, Sarah faces her next challenge, setting up utilities. She calls the electricity company. Guten Tag, I need to set up electricity for my new apartment. Wunderbar. Then need your registration certificate, bank statements from 3 countries, a letter from your mother, and a blood sample. A blood sample? 9, just checking if you were listening. But they do need the other things. 3 weeks later, Sarah is still living by candlelight, cooking ramen with a camping stove and charging her phone at Starbucks. Her German neighbors think she's conducting some kind of meditation retreat. Lesson alert. Research utility setup requirements before moving in. Some countries require extensive documentation, while others can be done online in minutes. Always ask previous tenants or your landlord for the contact information of current providers. Chapter 4, Cultural Crash Course. Scene 4, The Roommate Roulette. Sarah's French roommate, Pierre, seems normal until she discovers his peculiar habits. Week 1. Pierre labels everything in the fridge, including individual grapes. Week 2, he creates a bathroom schedule with time slots for contemplation. Week 3, Sarah finds him having a philosophical debate with the houseplant at 2 a.m. Pierre, why are you arguing with the fern? She disagrees with my thesis on existential laundry methodology. Right, also you've been using my labeled yogurt. But you see, the concept of ownership is merely a social construct. Meanwhile, in her Tokyo apartment, Sarah bows to her 80-year-old landlady, Mrs. Tanaka, who brings her homemade cookies every day but also provides a 47-page manual on proper garbage sorting etiquette. Plastic bottle cap goes in combustible waste, but the bottle goes in PT, plastic recycling. The label must be removed and sorted into paper recycling. Very simple. Sarah nods, secretly wondering if she needs a PhD to throw away trash. Lesson alert. Research local customs. In some cultures, landlords are like distant business partners. In others, they might become your surrogate grandparents. Understanding expectations prevents awkward situations. Chapter 5, The Dispute Drama. Scene 5, Great deposit heist. Moving out of her London flat, Sarah meets Mr. Pembridge again for the final inspection. Well, Miss Sarah, everything looks good except for this tiny scratch on the wall. Sarah examines the microscopic mark with a magnifying glass. This scratch is smaller than a grain of rice. Ah, but it's a premium grain of rice-sized scratch. That'll be £500 from your deposit for professional restoration. £500? The wall has sentimental value. My great-grandfather breathed on it once. Scene 6, the legal lifeline frustrated, Sarah calls the local tenant rights hotline. Hello, tenant helpline. Have you tried turning your landlord? Off and on again? What? Sorry, wrong script. How can we help with your rental dispute? After explaining her situation, Sarah learns about her rights, free legal aid, and proper documentation procedures. Armed with knowledge and photos, she successfully recovers most of her deposit. Lesson alert. Document everything with photos before moving in and out. Know your local tenant rights organizations. Many countries have free legal aid for rental. Disputes, don't let unreasonable landlords intimidate you. Chapter 6. The Happy Ending Scene 7. Apartment Success. 6 months later, Sarah has mastered the international rental game. Her new apartment in Barcelona is perfect, legitimate landlord, fair contract, working utilities, and a roommate who only talks to plants on weekends. She creates a video call with her friend back home. So Sarah, any advice for apartment hunting? Abroad? Sarah grins, surrounded by her properly sorted garbage bins. Utility bills filed alphabetically, and a contract she actually read completely. 3 golden rules. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably involves a fake palm tree. Always read contracts, even if they're longer than War and Peace, and remember, when in doubt, document it. Her Spanish landlord, Señora Martinez, waves from the background while watering plants. And maybe learn to love your neighbor's quirks. Señora Martinez makes the best paella, even if she does sing opera while cooking at 6 a.m. Key vocabulary for your students: rental terms, deposit, lease, utilities, viewing, landlord, tenant, roommate, scam warning signs, wire transfer, too good. To be true, phantom property, cultural concepts, social etiquette, local customs, dispute resolution, legal terms, tenant rights, documentation, legal aid discussion questions for your channel. 1. What's the funniest rental experience you've heard about? 2. How do rental customs differ in your country? 3. What red flags should international renters watch for? Remember, learning English is like apartment hunting. Sometimes you'll encounter strange situations. But with the right knowledge and a sense of humor, you'll find your perfect fit. That's it for today's episode of Fluent with AI. Send me a message or share your story in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Share with a friend. I'm Nancy. Keep laughing. Keep learning. Catch you next time on Fluent with AI.